Oops, I'll be there. But yeah, the houses be banging. So that's how we fell in love with Lego. Love their houses. Love their houses. They're looking at this for a while. Yeah. They got nice downstairs.
Those are downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Over that part?
Yep. The stairs down there. But at the time, they weren't serving wine or anything when we came.
Oh, okay. Oh, they put your stuff on the tray. This will get you in trouble. Hey loves, and welcome back to Life with Keisha. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. So before we get into today's video, I want to again welcome back all of my subscribers. You know it is Mad Love here, and if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and do me a favor and click the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my videos. All right, love, so it is actually a little bit after 11. I am headed to a meetup with a bunch of beauty professionals. It's like a 3-hour event, and it's probably that long because it's at a restaurant. It's actually at one of my favorite restaurants, Napa Kitchen. I went there for my 49th birthday with my friend Cokes, and they are having the meetup there. So I'm headed over there now. But this is like a brunch, a social gathering, but we are going to also network, get more information about growing and continue to grow your business, and a whole lot of other things that are definitely needed in the beauty industry, especially the beauty industry here in Richmond, Virginia. The sun isn't really sunning, so I decided to put on a pair of my glasses. I picked up the wrong ones because this one has a scratch in the lens. So I'm kind of glad that I actually ended up getting two. When I did my Shein order, I had ordered 2 pairs. I don't know how that happened. But if I need another pair, guess where I can find them at? Temu. I can get them on Temu because they are a lot cheaper. And for those that I've had a couple of people say that they like Shein better than Temu. However, Temu and Shein has a lot of the same things, just like these glasses. Even like a couple pair of glasses that I've gotten off of Amazon, Temu has them as well. So, you know, everybody want to throw shade and hate. I don't even acknowledge those comments. Like, what you want me to say? I love it here. I love Temu. I love Temu. T-E-M-U. I love it. So anyway, this is a new week. I actually finished editing last week's video, so by the time you're watching this, and you've probably already heard because it made national news, my nephew's graduation along with his classmates ended in tragedy. There was a shooting, and at the time us going through it, we didn't know whether it was a shooting intended for an individual or whether it was a true mass shooting, because they're labeling it as a mass shooting, and it was not a mass shooting. The gunman was not trying to attack us out there. The gunman was after one person. Unfortunately, other people got hurt. It was a father and a son. The son had actually just graduated. That both died. And I did mention that in my video. And if you did watch the video at the end, I did leave, you know, that last clip where the gunshots literally was going off in the midst of us trying to celebrate my nephew. Like, we only got to celebrate him for 3 seconds. I mean, we celebrate him, but in that moment, at that time, we only got 3 seconds to really celebrate and him embrace. He didn't even get to hug his granddaddy. He was in the midway of hugging grandma, which is my mother. But it ended, like I said, very abruptly. And I'm still dealing with it. And that's why, you know, I'm thankful for my friend who came out with me. I was supposed to do my morning walk Sunday, but I just wasn't in the space to be able to, because my walk in praise is to help minister to myself and other people, but I just wasn't in the place to minister to anybody else. I need ministering for me. So I took off and decided to go to a winery, well, a vineyard that's not too far from where I live, and my friend Cokes, she joined me, in which we had a really, 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 really good time. So, yeah, so I'm still full of emotions. I'm still feeling what I feel. I'm gonna park over here. Yeah, I'm still feeling how I feel. And it's a hard thing because as I was editing the video, I just started unknowingly tearing up. I started like literally tearing up and didn't really realize until I'm like, okay, these tears are coming down my face. What is going on? But yeah, so I don't really want this video to be all random, all over the place. I'm gonna bring it together. But like I said, right now I am headed to this event, and I didn't bring that one umbrella, and it's supposed to rain. Like I said, see, I'm still discombobulated. Did I lock my door? Yeah, I didn't bring that one umbrella.
Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull the drop tops out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDM'in', yeah. Didn't wanna share my love till I found someone I'm sure of. Young and untamed, I've been out of range, keeping it low. But I wanna be bold with it. Don't care who we told about it. Wow, baby, got a hold on it. Let love unfold tonight. They'll be calling us gold. No lies, so fair with it. You can let them stare at it. Now I'm prepared for it. Instead of love out loud, since we ain't going nowhere. So tonight, baby, meet me. Timing's right, so right. Our romance to be, can't deny. Love the things we do when it's just us two. But tonight, baby, meet me outside. Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. I'm a good catch, but I never let him catch me. No, I never let him claim me. Wild thing try to tame me, but you got my mood on sunshine. Let's take a trip, souls on big smile. Let's hit this lake, stars are in line. I'm posted, lay with me in the moonlight. I wanna be bold with it. Don't care who we told about it. Wow, baby, got a hold on it. Let love unfold tonight. They'll be calling us gold. No lies, so fair with it. We can let them stare at it. Now I'm prepared for it. Instead of love out loud, since we ain't going nowhere. So tonight, baby, meet me. Timing's right.
meetup was amazing. Hands are ashy. The meetup was amazing. Got to see some people that I haven't seen in a while in the beauty industry. Got to meet some new people in the industry. There was some young beauty industry girls that were in there that were, you know, taking in all the information. One of my mentees that I used to mentor when she was still in hair school, she was there. That was exciting, in which we stay connected on social media, and then I still do their hair, like when they come in for color and stuff. But for the most part, she has taken my clients, her siblings, and her mama, which is rightfully so. But yeah, so I'm going to do a haul. I got quite a few things to share with y'all today. I know this morning's, I don't know, it seemed like I was rambling. And like I was saying earlier, I know I still have some lingering trauma from that day. And, you know, content creator mode, I was like, I had time this morning to go ahead and try to finish editing last week's vlog. That way I can put it up this Wednesday, because I have really been falling behind. I've been halfway not having enough time, and then just kind of just going with the flow kind of thing. I really haven't been editing fast enough to be able to put it up on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays is my desired upload date. But when life is lifing, y'all is getting that vlog on a Sunday, okay? But I think last week's vlog went up, well, week before last vlog went up on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, like I said, I was editing and I got to the part where I was triggered and reminded of what happened. And it just kind of, I think it just set me back a little bit. So if I sounded all over the place in the beginning of the video, charge that to my head and not my heart. But I want to show you what I got. So I did go into Target because I had to go in for some more toothpaste and deodorants. But I'm going to just show y'all anyway. I mean, it's no big deal. So I don't know if this is the right one. My husband told me to get him the degree in the white, and this is what I saw. So if not, I'll return it. I got me some more deodorant, and I typically like switch my deodorant up. Once I run out, I'll switch to something else, because the older you get, the more you use the same deodorants over and over and over again. Your body kind of gets used to it, and it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And then with them changing up ingredients and all of that kind of stuff, like, it's always something. And so I then also decided, which this is kind of expensive, but, you know, I'm going to try it out. I did get the Lumi, because this is the time of year that the girls just want to have their own little swim party, and I be soaking wet, okay? So, and I'm going to try this out overnight, definitely, because I'm having, I guess, night sweats, which is a part of like perimenopausal or what have you. So I'm gonna put this on after I shower tonight for bed. I got the unscented just because I didn't want to pile on a whole lot of different scents, especially because I like to wear fragrance when I'm out and about. So we're gonna see. It says 72-hour odor control, in which I don't really need it for an odor thing. I just need it for the absorption of the sweat. It is aluminum free, and this is, like I said, it says a whole body deodorant. And it just says, swipe anywhere you have odor, but wish you don't. Like I said, I don't have odor, but because it's a deodorant, I'm hoping it will absorb the sweat, because sometimes I do use my regular deodorant, but we're going to see. Like I said, if it don't work, I'll take it back. Next thing's just toothpaste. The husband likes Crest with baking soda. And then because I have sensitive teeth, I like the Sensodyne Pro Enamel. So those are for us. Little man bought his own toothpaste. So, because now he's coming into his own, getting the things that he likes. And he has plenty, so I don't have to re-up on that. And then I just needed some more cotton rounds. I like to use this to apply my toner. And then as well, if I need to go back over with my liquid cleanser. Typically, I don't have to. When I take my makeup off, I use, was it Dermalogica? I use theirs, but once I run out, I want to get the Fenty. I like a liquid makeup remover because I just feel like it breaks it down a lot better. And then typically, I'll take my clean skin wipes, dampen it up, wipe it off. But if I feel like it's still makeup, then I'll go and use this with some liquid makeup remover, and then I cleanse my face. So I needed more of these because the ones that I got was, I needed to get them fast and they're a little bit too rough. All right, the next thing that I got, you know, the dollar spot be having people in a chokehold. That's why they like, the dollar spot is like the cash register section is for kids. You know, they put all the little toys and gadgets at the cash register while the parents are checking out to make the kids say, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, mommy." That's what the dollar spot is. That is the spot where us adults get trapped. So I saw this drawer. I feel like they will come in handy with so much other things. Head upside down. But this is the drawer here. I'm trying to, he said he don't need space, but I was trying to reorganize my section in the bathroom. This is stackable, so I can stack my current acrylic drawers on here. So yeah, I'm gonna use this to put like my eyeshadow palettes and things like that, so I can use the extra storage on top for something else. I got this. This is a rotating storage bin. Not sure if I'm going to keep this or not yet, but I got it to sit on top of my acrylic drawers that's flat, so I could put like my brushes on one side, my sponges, because right now I don't have like a cohesive area. So I figured that whether I put this on the top or on the bottom of my current acrylic section, I said I could sit it like this, and that way I can spin it and I can free up some of that space that's on the side of the storage bin that I have in the bathroom. All right, and so all the stuff that I got from Target, I'm not going to list because I mean, everybody use their own deodorant and toothpaste. And the Target dollar spot, is it the dollar spot or the bullseye spot? I don't know, whatever the case it is. That stuff isn't normally linkable. So I'm not gonna link it. Now I'm wondering, I probably could have found that stuff on Temu. Okay, so let's see. What's in here? Okay, I wonder if I don't like the color though. All right, so I ordered another rack to store my wines because now that my wine fridge is broken, I need more space. So that one currently holds what, 8, 12, but typically I like to try to keep a lot so I don't have to keep going to the store. So I got, this is 4 more racks, but I'm wondering if I can add it onto that because they look exactly the same, and then spray paint it because I have some extra matte spray paint, because this is like, I thought it was black, but this is like I don't even know what color it is, but you can tell it's not black. So this is gonna be my little project tonight. If I can attach it, it doesn't look like I'll be able to though. but I will see. If I can attach it to that, then I'll just have 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers. But this will hold pretty much everything that I have in my wine collection for right now. And it looks just like that. It's just a different color. But like I said, once I put it together, I can just take it outside. I might even take it to the shop with me tomorrow because I do have to go in for one client and spray paint it in the back where it's open space. Because the last time I spray painted, because y'all know I live on the 3rd floor, and my patio got a little bit of spray paint on it. So yeah, so we're gonna see. So I'm gonna put this together. Let me just open it so you can kind of see the color. Yeah, I don't think this will be able to attach, but if I needed to add more, they do have it where you can buy 2, 3, or 4 tiers. So, and then mine is currently unavailable anyway, so I was trying to get that same one so I can add on, but I think I actually like this one better because it has, it just looks a little better with the craftsmanship. But I'm trying to show you the color. So it's like this brown color. So I'm definitely spray painting this because I do not want that in here. So let's put this over to the side. Oh, and I did get some more towels and washcloths. It seems like besides plates and utensils disappearing, the washcloths and towels do as well. So I don't invest a lot in them just because of that. So I got 3 of these larger everyday bath towels. They were $5 a piece. And then I got a set of 12 washcloths. These were $5, and these are all the Room Essential brand. Like I said, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I get the best towels. Listen, if I could, I would. But between them using them for sweat rags when they're playing ball and balling them up somewhere, and y'all know. But anyway, and y'all, I'm gonna talk about this probably at the end of the vlog because I'm gonna film tomorrow too, but I am still exhausted from last week. All right, so okay. A fashion case. I hope this ain't too fashion. All right, so I got a new case for my work phone, which is an iPhone SE. The one that I had, I got from 5 and Below. Well, it's no longer 5 and Below, but I wanted something, you know, just a little decorative. So this kind of reminds me of that. Is it Bottega bag? It reminds me of one of those bags that everybody was getting the dupes of here on Amazon. And then, ooh, I'm kind of nervous to look at this case. My husband needed a new case for his phone. Now, the advertisement don't show you the box, but this is the box. Pretty packaging, but I hope the phone ain't pretty. Because my husband do not need no feminine looking phone case. Okay, yeah, it's good. It's just a plain black matte. Exactly what I thought I ordered. And it also comes with a screen protector. Because I don't know what he be doing with his phone. But this is the case. And it has like the little absorption piece in the back. And then this is the screen protector. So I'm going to set that out for him. And I have another box. I think this has like electronics in here. Yeah, so I do apologize if my energy level is not the greatest, but This is Real Life with Keisha, and I gotta give you real life. I can't and I will not put on just because I'm recording. Like, I don't want to come on here and be acting as if everything is okay when it's not. And sometimes you have to allow your emotions to emotion. You want to feel what you feel, but you don't want to sit in those emotions too long as well, because that's when you can get lost in those emotions and forget who your Savior is. And I know who my Savior is. And in his words, it says, allow me to be your, he wants to be our strength. He wants us in our weakness. And I'm in a weak, vulnerable spot where I'm allowing God to do what it is that he needs to do. So my emotions, my tone, the way I feel, I am resting in the arms of God, allowing him to do what he needs to do with me. And I know a lot of people will probably say, well, what about counseling? I'm not against that at all. If it comes to a point where it's just too hard to come out of it with just prayer and sitting with God, and he said, look, baby girl, you need to go talk to somebody, then I will do that. But right now I am in the process of doing whatever I need to do to get back to a place of normal for me. But anyway, so this is kind of wide. So I saw this wallet that looked like it would be more functional on Amazon, of course. You know, Amazon is now becoming my side chick, because Temu, and Kiki. Like, every time I think about Temu, I'm thinking about Limu, and Doug. Okay, coming with its own little dust pouch. So this is a This is a Bostanton, and this is a wallet that I saw. Oh, finally the Wi-Fi comes up. I saw this because, you know, I'm always trying to find a way to carry a smaller wallet, because I would like to carry a smaller bag, but my wallet is long and sometimes it doesn't fit in some of the shorter bags. So I saw this wallet right here, and I think one of my clients used to have one, but it comes in multiple colors, feels really good. The letter B, I'm just gonna say baddie, stands for baddie. I don't normally like to get things that have initials. I mean, I know this is a monogram, but typically I, you know, stay away from that. But the part that I like is that all my cards, my bank cards, my membership cards can fit all in these. I don't have to double them up. And then I have my ID that has its own separate little place. And then I have a place to put change. And I have a place to put my cash, either or. So I really like that, because typically when you have smaller bags or smaller wallets, it's just you sacrifice something. Either you have less card compartments, or you don't have a place to put your change, or you don't have a place to put your cash. So this size bag is the ideal size bag that I would like to get in the habit of carrying. And right now I do have my wallet in here, and so this is the width. So I will be gaining a little bit of space, but plus look how thick this wallet is. Even if I didn't have everything that I had in there, it would still be thick. So I am getting more space and a little more out of that. So, and it's same, you know, color. Like, the only thing that it doesn't have is like the little side part if I wanted to carry it as a wallet. But now that I'm able to carry a smaller bag, it doesn't really matter. All right, the next thing that I got is a waffle maker replacement. The hubs and them will be happy to see this back in rotation. So the one that I had previously, he tripped on the cord, it broke. And you know, he was saying he could repair, but listen, it couldn't be repaired. So this is a Belgian waffle maker. It has the variable browning dial, which I like. My other one just had one setting, you just plug it up. So it'll be really nice to be able to control how brown we can get it. It has non-stick plates, so I really don't have to put any oil. It has the power and ready indicators, removable drip tray, and the foldable handle, in which my other one did all of that. It just didn't have the control where I can control the browning. So I'm excited to use this. And it's just a one flip, so you flip it, wait for the timer to say it's ready, and then it's ready. All right, the next thing that I got, I don't know if most of you know or if you do follow, my husband has his basketball training program. Oh, you got a charger. And he does a lot of filming, so his previous tripod, somehow it got unalived. So he needed a new one, but he was using mine. And you know, I don't mind sharing is caring, but I use mine more frequently than he does. So I got him a replacement, and I kind of like this. It's nice and sleek. Okay. I like his better than mine. So this is it. It has the same similar clicker. Let's see. I think this gets to 60 or 62 inches in height. I know mine is 60. Yeah, so this is 60 as well. So basically you open it up the same way as I would do mine. You push, and which I think this is the most awkward way to do it. But you want to push it, and then you can open the legs like that. And this is like a gunmetal blue, so he'd really like that. And so, I feel like it pulls out some more, yeah, up here. So it gets really tall. Like I said, it's 60 inches, and so this will be perfect for him. It feels pretty sturdy. And then you have the adjustable piece right here. Let's see, and you can go down with it. Yeah. So his doesn't turn like mine, it turns, but he can film downward with his. I was trying to see if it pulled out anymore. Yeah, so that's it. So this is his. I'm going to put the tag back on and let him unbox his own thing. So before I share my next two things, I'm going to take this to him. So when he comes out the room, he will see his stuff. And after I finish with y'all, I do have to make me a coffee because I have not had a coffee yet. Well, I need to stop saying coffee because I drink lattes. So I'm going to make me a latte, and then I need to finish creating this Father's Day invitation for him. Where's that box? I'm just gonna put his phone case in here because I don't know what I did with that little case, and he don't really care about it. Oh, you know what? I can just use this. All right. So the next thing that I got was this Conair compact dryer. Oh. dryer. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Yes. Hold please. Okay, I'm back. The hubs was calling me because he wants me to keep the new one and he takes the old one, in which the only difference between the new one and the old one is the one that I'm on now, it rotates. This doesn't rotate, but they still both do like they both go like this. But mine's, it can go up and down. But for the most part, I don't ever film where I need it to go up. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that's the only difference. This one doesn't rotate on the top. This one does. Back to this. So I decided to get this. Like I said, I don't need it, but it's what do we call it, ladies? It's unnecessary necessary. Because it's unnecessary because I have a dryer here already. I have multiple dryers at the salon. However, this will be perfect for travel, especially now since I'm doing wigs, you know, if I'm going on vacation, having something that's more compact and easy to pack. So as you can see, it is compact. And then that way when I am doing my lace closures, you know, it's a little smaller and it's not as heavy. So this is cool. It comes in this color and it comes in blue. This is the highest wattage, 1875. I think the other one was 14. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep it in its box. That way it'll make it easy to store. And then when I'm packing, I could just pack the box and take it with me like that, instead of worrying about trying to find a space. So I'm gonna keep it in the box. All right, the last thing that I got, it's a Bottega dupe. My good friend Sheena of She Is Fab, she posted these earrings and I thought they were so cute, and I was like, I need to have a pair, because I love my large hoop earrings, but sometimes it's just something about a nice small statement earring. So these are the Bottega dupes. They're the teardrop earrings. And you wear them like this, but I wonder how cute they would be if you wear it upwards. It look like a little horn. So I'm just gonna put one in my ear so you can kind of see. And I did get the silver as well. You can either get just the gold or just the silver, or you can get the combo, which is the gold and the silver. Those are so cute. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. Let me see. No, that ain't gonna work. I'm always experimenting. But I'm always nervous about the earrings with the small post because my earlobes have been through some life experiences. But these are cute. Yes. And so I'm going to show you the silver, but the silver are the exact same. And it came with both of them came in this, and then they came individually wrapped. And all the Amazon stuff I will link for you guys. So these are the silver ones. How cute are these? Now I need to get me an earring holder. Now look at these. So cute and grown up. These are definitely grown up earrings. And y'all, I ran out of my eyebrow pencil. Tragic. And only place I can get it from Sephora. And I got makeup all on my. That's the only thing while wearing a white shirt with makeup. Let me take this off. And I do currently have on one of the Temu dresses. This is the bodycon tank one. And I posted, I think I listed that in my last vlog that you should have watched by now. So yeah, so this is that. Let me fix my hair back. Look, I feel like I need to wash this wig already. I feel like it's not body yachtying. I need to cut this piece. It's like I keep looking in the mirror. I'm like, why does this piece look like it's longer? Kids, don't do this at home. I hope I don't lose my hairstylist card. Because I don't cut with scissors. I cut with shears. Yes, that's better. It was looking like what's going on? But yeah, I think I need to wash it. All right, guys, so that is it. So I'm just going to, it's 3:43. I'm just going to spend the rest of the day. Like I said, my vlog is done editing. So I've already uploaded it on YouTube because I wanted to also make sure that I didn't have any like copyright issues. Even though I didn't put any non-copyrighted music in there. But because I did have like that triggering, literally it was only probably like a half a second worth of the gunshots, but I really questioned whether or not I wanted to put that on there because I didn't want to trigger anybody. So what I did was, right before that clip played, I did a transition saying this next clip may be triggering, and I did a red warning over top of that, and I did a voiceover saying it. So it's up to you if you want to look at that part. It's literally like only 2 seconds, baby, because like I said, we only celebrated my nephew for 13 seconds. I'm not 13 seconds, for 3 seconds. How do I know? Is because I went back to look at the footage of what I recorded. Only because I was like, well, let me see if I got anything, because I didn't get to take no pictures or nothing. So when I looked at the video, when I spotted him, to him following me, to him talking to his nephew, which is my great nephew, and hugging grandma, all of that happened from 5:11. I started filming that third video at 5:12. And it was a whole second worth of footage. So that's why I knew it was 3 seconds that we were able to. And not even really 3, because I saw him for the first second. And I know y'all probably like, seconds? How does that even equivocate to anything? It won't, and I keep saying seconds. That's how disconnected I am. 3 minutes. Oh, but it felt like 3 seconds. It all happened so fast. So we celebrated him for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I don't know why I keep saying 3 seconds. Yeah. So I probably won't vlog anymore today. Like I said, like, living through traumatic events takes, sometimes, whether you have counseling or no counseling, God or no God, it takes a minute. It's almost like grief. you know, it's hard in the beginning, but as the days, the weeks, the months, and the years go by, it gets better. But on the anniversary of that traumatic event, or if something that happens that reminds you of that traumatic event or that loss, it brings back feelings. And I say that because, you know, I've lived through like 3 other instances prior to this. I know y'all like, what? But this just one just hit different. And I want to stop. I don't want to feel or think about it, but it's hard not to. So I'm gonna put these things together. I'm going to open me a bottle of Prosecco, and I'll share that with you guys, and then I'll end the vlog for today. All right, so my battery died, but I'm back. So basically, moral of the story, what I was saying, I think I'm gonna add 2 more racks up at the top, because I want to have one that's dedicated to rosés and Proseccos and semi-sweets. So right now I have the 2 bottoms are red and the 2 tops are white. But the wine that I normally drink most frequently, the varietals that I prefer the most are Pinot Noirs, Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm really starting to enjoy Chardonnays, in which this whole row, except for this one on the end, are Chardonnays, and then Sauvignon Blancs, which is this row except for this one right here. That's a Cooper's Hawk. And I think what I'm going to do is, because I have a couple of Cooper Hawk wines, and because I'll probably not repurchase them, I'll probably drink them randomly when I want something different. So this will just be dedicated to the varietals that are my go-tos. Have a shelf that are like my rosés, my Proseccos, and my semi-sweets. And yeah, so we're gonna see. I do still have the other shelf that I could possibly put back over here, but if I do that, I need to figure out my plant situation. And right now they're starting to thrive. My Birkin, which was doing horrible, is coming back around. The new one over here, she's doing good. Over here, Lola, she's having her struggles, but she's starting to come back to life. I have a new leaf here, in which I don't know why my new leaves have scarring or whatever, but and then I have these 2 smaller ones. So I'm actually about to cut these 2 leaves off. I was trying to save them, but they have too much scaling on there, and I'm just trying to slowly clip the leaves off that aren't doing anything. So with all that being said, I may not get a second one, get more shells, if I can figure out how to put the other one over here, and that way, like, my ones that aren't my regular varietals that I go to can be back over here. So stay tuned. But what I'm going to do right now is pop open this bottle up, and don't mind the mess. I'm trying to reorganize. I saw this Prosecco Rosé by Sun Goddess. I really liked her regular Prosecco, so I can't wait to taste the rosé, because I'm typically only a sparkling rosé kind of girl, because I just don't like the flat. But we're going to see what this tastes like. And again, don't mind, I'm doing a lot of catch up. Hold on. So yeah, so I'm really trying to do a lot of catch up in my office. These past couple of weeks so far in June, and the last probably week in May, my Mondays and Tuesdays have been really busy with stuff. So I really have not been focusing on keeping my office organized. I've been letting mail pile up that I need to go through. I do have to go to the salon tomorrow. I haven't been to the gym. Like, I'm trying to regroup and get myself together, and I'm gonna open this while I chat with y'all. But, and listen, I shouldn't have even vlogged because I'm in this, I don't, I'm in an unbothered mood. Like, my lighting is okay. I'm loving how this sun is setting. So I can adjust my box light. That's a little bit better. But I'm just, you know, but the whole point of this channel is for me to, you know, just, it's reality. You know, I went to the event today for the beauty professionals. And one of the things that they were talking about is like, you know, social media, you know, you have all these new stylists. Hold on. Woo! Perfection. Oh, it smells good too. And listen, I'm drinking out of, this is actually a universal glass. So we're gonna drink out this today. And if you watch any of my Wind Down Wednesday videos, you know I always pour to the side, especially when it's something that has bubbles. That way you get less of the foam or the fizz and more of the wine on your first try or first pour. And you don't really have to swirl on your bubblies because as you can see it's getting, but if you do, you want to make sure you're having a glass that has plenty of space, because if you use like a champagne flute, it's kind of hard to really swirl. But this looks like it's got a pretty decent ABV. Basically that's alcohol content. And the way I can tell is the tiers of the glass, in which if y'all want to know more about wines and y'all want me to start going back to filming my Wind Down Wednesday videos, let me know in the comments. And I will leave my playlist up here. So if you're interested in checking out any of my previous videos that I've done, you can do that. And I typically always hold my wine glass by the stem, because what happens is, depending on how much heat you have in your hand when you hold it like this, it affects the temperature of the wine. And depending on how the wine is supposed to be served, whether it's chilled, room temperature, when you put your hand here, depending on the heat of your hand, it will change the experience that you're supposed to get. But most Prosecco's are served chilled or cold. But you don't really want them ice cold because you miss out on the flavor. You miss out on tasting the notes and all of those things. But anyway, let's go ahead and sip, because I don't even know what I was talking about when I came back on you anyway. Okay. Let me see. Definitely getting citrus. It's very bubbly. So if you don't like over bubbly Prosecco's or sparkling wines, this is gonna be too much, because it is really, really bubbly. It's 11.5. I was gonna say about 12, but, and this is brut, so brut typically means it's a little drier. Extra dry actually means that it's sweeter. So if you're looking for like a sparkling wine that has sweetness to it, you want to go for extra dry. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but extra dry is actually a sweeter version. Brut is going to be more of your drier or stronger, which I prefer brut at times. And this isn't bad. I'm kind of rusty when it comes to me trying to figure out what the notes are. I tried to test out my knowledge yesterday when I went to the winery. And I'm having trouble transferring those, transferring the videos because I put it on my other phone. So I'm not even going to use that phone. I thought I was going to use it as a backup recording phone, but it's giving me problems. But anyway, like I said, today I'm just all over the place. So hopefully tomorrow I have more of a put together, not really put together, because none of my stuff is planned. Like, I don't plan anything. The only thing that is planned is, what is this on my plant? I need to clean my leaves. Only thing that is planned is the stuff that I know I have to do anyway. You know, I know I have to go to the bank. I know I have to go to the store. You know, Targets and Trader Joe runs are every now and then. But typically, my everyday routine on my off days are what y'all see. I don't do anything just to have something to put in the vlog. If I ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. And you know, and I know I'll probably say this and I probably sound like a broken record, but I want to be as authentic as I can. And when I need to keep things close to my heart, I want to be able to do that as well. But I want to also, if you all were to ever see me in public, you could be like, oh, she just like her videos. I'm hearing all these noises. But anyway, it is 8:33. I'm going to, now that my mind is trying to figure out how to make this situation work over here, I'm going to figure out how to make it work. Because I think at some point, I'm going to blend my Taniki and my Ruby together. Because my Taniki really don't have a lot of stuff right here. And my Ruby, it's shorter, so it'll give it some more space. So that may be something that I'll consider to do this weekend. I know it's Father's Day. And I know we're supposed to do something later. So maybe, depending on what time I get off Saturday, I might make that plant care day. Because I really don't want to repot. But I've had these for over a year. So it'll be more so just adding this to that. And then that way I can move my Birkin over here. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. See, I have to talk to y'all too because it helps me brainstorm. It helps me figure things out. And then at some point I'm gonna have to repot. I got a lot going on, y'all. Because my pink princess, it was not doing well. So I water propagated it. And look at this pretty pink leaf. Oh my gosh. It is so gorgeous. And this one has a little hint of pink on there too. You can't really tell. So it's really doing good. You see the roots are coming in. So I probably won't put these in a pot anytime soon. I want this to do as much as it's going to do in these water vessels. I do need to add some more water. Because that's one thing about it. Because everything is growing up towards the light. So even the roots are trying to grow up. So I have to make sure I keep water in there so I can keep my roots covered. But she's doing good. Like, here's a new leaf that's about to come out right here. And that looked like it might have some pink. And it has a couple of leaves that are growing inside of the vessel. And then I have another one up there where it's 3 big leaves. And it has... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the leaves growing in the water. Look at that. But this is the... I need to dust all of these. But these are the other 3 larger leaves that I was able to save. And these are actually new leaves that are growing. And as you can see how that root is coming up. So I need to make sure I add some water on here. But this is, it's got like pink on the backside. But this is so cute. Like, this be making me want to keep my certain propagations in the water vessel. And this one I might keep in there because I'm liking how these leaves are forming in the inside. So once she starts to outgrow this, I might put her in a bigger one. But this one I'll definitely probably pot. If I pot her, oh my God, it's on your jaw. It'll probably be like maybe another couple of months. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna let her do, and this one, let them do what they're gonna do. But I thought, like, I look up there all the time, but I'm just seeing these leaves. How cute is that? Yeah, this is making me burpy. Too many bubbles. It tastes like it's got strawberries, some type of citrus. I can't tell whether or not it's lemon. It's not giving grapefruit. It's giving me zest of something that's citrusy. But anyway, so enough of my rambling aimlessly. So I will catch y'all tomorrow. I have to be at work at 12, and the sister to the client that's coming, she wants her hair done. But depending on, I'm waiting for her mom to send me a picture because she wants to get a color correction, and I just need to make sure that it can be corrected. Because right now, the way life is lifing, I'm not going to turn down, well, I ain't going to say I'm not. I'm not going to turn down the opportunity for financial and clientele growth, in which they're return clients, but I'm not going to turn it down, not unless it's something that I absolutely can't do, because the way I do my color services, it is based on consultations, because I like to make sure I have the color that's going to work for that hair type. And also making sure that their hair can take the color. So I don't, like, you can't just make an appointment and say, you know what, can I get highlights today? I don't do my business like that. You have to schedule it. If you are an existing client, we have to have that conversation during your appointment. But if you're new, you have to make a consultation, or if it's been longer than 6 months, you got to make a consultation. So anyway, I'm going to go finish watching Selling Sunset. I'm going to work on that situation in the bathroom. I might even slide the whole thing in here. Like, I'm so comfortable in this office. If I could put like a futon in here, I would. But then all I would do is what I'm doing with this, because this love seat I've had forever, and it's time to let it go. But it's so great with, like, holding my laundry. Like, the laundry is right over there. Like, right there. So, yeah. But anyway, so, I don't know. I'm going to figure out this situation with this wine rack. Because if I could put it right there, I would do that. Because I have 1, 2... I thought I had 3 bottles. I thought I had 3 bottles. I don't know where the other bottle is. But anyway, I got 2 to 3 bottles that's just sitting here. That, oh, I put it over there. But we're gonna make it do what it do. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll give y'all an update on what's happening over there. Peace. Okay, so I'm back. So I actually was able to put it over here. I feel like it's a lot of clutter. However, it's giving what it needs to give. I was able to move my ruby more so in the mirror, and I put my Birkin up there. So basically, what you're looking at now, the top row is all Chardonnays. Those 3 are Sauvignon Blancs. Those 2 are Pinots, and then that one is the Lone Wolf Cabernet Sauvignon. So, you know what that means. I'm going to have to fill those up. In which is no big deal, because I need to do another total wine run. And then once I do that, I should be good. Yeah. And so over here, so when you get those like Prosecco type bottles, they really don't fit too well in those slots. But I'm going to make it work. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not using like that top one over there because the plant. I'm going to move those two at the bottom, and then I'll put my Proseccos at the top. That way I don't have to worry about trying to jam them in those slots, because this one, when I put it together, it was real janky. So I still may consider adding another rack, just depending on how my collection grows, because I do plan on going to more wineries and vineyards, and excuse me, I'm gonna need a space for some things, so we shall see. But that's that. Hey loves, happy Tuesday. So it's Tuesday evening, 7:23. As you can tell, I have not vlogged at all today. Today is 1 week from all of that chaos happening, and it's so funny how your subconscious kind of still feels and reminds you of certain things. And when I woke up this morning, I woke up because I had to go to the salon, so I knew I wasn't going to really be able to do too much vlogging because I had to do color, in which this shirt is ruined, in which this shirt isn't shrunk anyway, so it's time to say bye-bye to that. But so I didn't vlog a lot today. Well, I didn't vlog at all today, but I wanted to come in and check in. I'll probably just extend this vlog out because I really don't have much going on, and because this is just an emotionally unsettling week. It's just the weirdest feeling ever. Look, I got blue dye on my shirt. But finishing the bottle of the Sun Goddess Prosecco Rosé. I think I will, if I get, I probably won't get this again. Typically with my rosés, I just like them sparkling, and I don't know if it's because it's the Prosecco that has its own flavoring and taste notes, paired with the rosé that has its own taste and notes, like the blend. It's not my preference, but I will encourage you all, if y'all like Proseccos and rosés, especially sparkling rosés, give it a try. Set your own opinion on it. But I would drink it. Like if I went somewhere that had, I would drink it, but I wouldn't buy it for myself again. I just like her plain Prosecco. So yeah, but you know, anything MJB, I got to try. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to come in here real quick because I cleaned out my makeup brushes yesterday. Well, this morning. I actually got a lot done this morning. I got up, did my laundry because this is laundry day. But because I knew I was going to be at the shop, and I was like, do I want to wash when I get home, or do I want to wash before? So I'm glad I made the decision to wash before. Just kind of recap of what I have done today. Woke up, did my laundry. While I was washing, I went to the bank, per usual. And then I went to Cosmoprof, which is a professional beauty supply store. You can only be a beauty professional to go shopping there. I went in there to get some colors. I really think I want to, well, I know for, okay, I'll tell you what all that was in a second. But anyway, I've been using rust color. And if any of my beauty professionals that are on here that are licensed, you may or may not know. But I was using rust hair colors because the color that I was using previously, I was getting from a distributor, and then he stopped selling it. And I really liked that color because it did really good on African American hair. So he told me that rust is comparable to what he was selling me. So I've been using rust for a while now, like way before COVID happened. Because I can't even remember when he stopped carrying it, but I've been using it for a while. But then after COVID, their production has been really, really slow. They tried to do like repackaging and stuff, But then that slowed production down. And so 90% of the colors that I use, either they don't get a lot of inventory on it, or they're just not getting it at all. So I don't know if they're trying to reformulate or whatever, but once colors start reformulating and all that stuff, and the production, all that stuff slows down, that's my sign that I gotta start looking. So anyway, I saw what it says. I went into Cosmoprof to get the color for my clients. I had 2 color clients, they were sisters, and they didn't have it. So I was like, okay, this is my opportunity to try a new color, because it's been a while since she came to get her color. It was almost like a whole color service versus a color refresh, because it was more than like 2 inches. But since I was trying a new color, I just kept it as a color refresh service, and that's pretty much a retouch of your color. But so I tried Wella, because I've been using Wella's demi to permanent colors, and I really like them. And I've been really wanting to get into using Wella colors. Let me try to. That sun, the sun is about to set, so it's got like a weird cast around here. But anyway, so I got to use the Wella permanent color today on the young lady, and she loved it. I loved the way it turned out. It was a little more red than the rust. The rust, I think it gave her more golden undertones, but with her complexion, she can pull off either one. But it was the same color family, but that one just put a little more red. But like I said, she loved it, and before I did it, I let her know. I was like, you know, they're not making that color anymore, so I have to do a new color. It's the same color shade, it just may be a little bit different. Always make sure I put those disclaimers out there, because if they was like, no, I want the same, then I would just be like, well, you know, do whatever's necessary. But anyway, so I went to Cosmoprof, got the color, and now I'm interested in trying to find some classes to really get into the Wella line, because if you are a hairstylist, aspiring hairstylist, if you are doing chemical services, I don't care if you're straight out of school or you are a seasoned hairstylist, anytime you switch over to a new color line, do more than reading the packaging. Find out where you can do classes so you can really get the education on how to use it, because just because it's the same color doesn't mean it's going to have the same process as the other ones. And then different hair, different products, all that stuff. But anyway, so I went to Cosmoprof, then I came home, put my clothes in the dryer. While they were drying, I cleaned all of my brushes and my sponges. And I think I want to get away from using sponges, just because a couple of things. They're so much harder to clean. And 2, when it's time to do your makeup, remembering to dampen the sponges before you use them to apply. So I think I may try to get away from using the sponges, you know, just because with your brushes, you can keep them longer. With your sponges, once you've used them for a certain amount of time and you clean them, at that point, you do have to end up kind of like getting rid of them. So I'm going to try to get into using my brushes more. And I may keep the sponges just for like maybe getting in with like powder, setting powder, stuff like that. But, so I did those, and so I'm trying to figure out how my bestie, I think I might use a lot just because the sponges require a lot. But she put me on to this Dr. Bronner's. She had a different fragrance. I got the one that has lavender, because I just think lavender just is the best. Plus, I love the coloring. But this is amazing to clean your brushes. When I say it melts the makeup off of your brush, it melts the makeup. But I am a little heavy-handed, so I have went through this really fast. Plus, how frequently are we supposed to wash our brushes? Is it weekly? Like, I don't wear makeup every day, so y'all let me know in the comments how frequently we should wash our brushes. You know, I know skin health and all that stuff makes a difference, so let me know. But this right here cleans it like no other. I've bought makeup brush cleaners. I've done like all the little hacks, you know, put them in oil, then put them in this. This right here is the truth. If you tried it, let me know in the comments. If you haven't tried it, go and try it. Because at the end of the day, even if you don't like it, this is, you know, soap. So you can use it for anything. It's a Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Hemp Lavender Pure Castile soap. And it's 2 to 3 times more concentrated than your leading liquid soaps, cleansers, and body washes. And so it tells you to dilute. So it says 1 small squirt applied to wet hands or washcloth to wash your hands, face, and body. If you are using this to, let's see, if you're using this for laundry, you can use 1/3 to 1/4 cup for a large load. If you're mopping the floor, you can use 1.5 capsules of soap per 3 gallons. Washing your dog, veggies, cleaning, shaving your face and your underarms. Like this, you can use this for everything, everything. So I really like that, but I just primarily use it for my brushes. I will leave a link. I got this from Target, but I think I priced it on Amazon. The Amazon was more expensive than getting it from Target, and it's in the section with the beauty stuff. It's not with your regular dish soap or your body wash. It's in the section with the beauty products. I found it like on the row. Well, I know everybody's Target set up, but it was like on an aisle. You know how the Targets have all the aisles and it has the middle section with everything. It was in that middle section with everything. But if you look for this, it's not going to be where your regular soap is. It's going to be with your beauty stuff. So this is good. So I use that to wash all my brushes and my sponges. Then when I was done, I made my coffee because I had got up and got myself dressed and ready to go because I was like, I know I'm going to be down to the wire. So then I went to work. Enjoyed work. I always enjoy work regardless of my mood or spirit because I love my clients. After I did that, of course, cleaned up the salon, got me some french fries because I was hungry because I thought I would have enough time to eat this morning, but I didn't. So I got me some fries. Y'all, I'm all off of everything. Like, I need to get back on schedule. Got my fries, got some gas. Then I stopped at Kroger, and I always look in the plant flower section just to see if they have anything new or anything similar to what I already have, just to, you know, just to look. And I was looking to see if I could find something to replace this one because I just don't know how she's going to do. She does have a little root coming in and a root right there, so it may be hope. It's just right now the current leaves are real ugly. And so I'm not going to cut them. And then this one actually has a baby plant coming out as well. So I'm not going to throw it away because as long as I see roots coming out of my propagations, I keep them because they, you know, it is hope. So I thought I was like, oh, that looked like the plant that I want to like add on to. And you know, when I don't have my glasses, I'm nearsighted, so I couldn't really see far away. And I was like, oh snap, white philodendrons? I was like, and I had just said yesterday I won't go buy no more plants. But y'all, when you get a chance to get a plant that's on your pluck it list, and a pluck it list is just your plant bucket list, if you can find the opportunity to get one of those at a reasonable price, you got to do it. And just like, that's why I was like so devastated when my pink princess, which is a philodendron as well, when she started acting up. I was like, no, because you don't get these that often. And when you do, those plant stores and nurseries, they try to beat your head in with the prices. So the pink and the white philodendron was always on my plucking list. So welcome Isis to the crew. So this is a philodendron white ice. And you guys, I had a hard time deciding which one I wanted to. So one thing about it is when you get a rare plant that is in the grocery store, most of the time they're going to be beat up. And I think they had just put them out. So it was by the grace of God that I looked up. But they were pretty beat up, and the ones that had like huge half white, half green, it was just like it had one of those, and then they weren't full. So it was between this one and another one, and I decided to go with this one because the babies that's in underneath, those are half white, half green. And so I know it has the potential to get more. I mean, I can see new growth. And that's what I look for too when I'm buying plants that are in the grocery store. I look for if they have any new leaves that are about to grow or unfurl. And this one had a couple at the bottom. And then I also look at the soil. Now I didn't, normally I take it out, but I was just so like mesmerized. It is in a small container. I did check the soil to make sure it wasn't overwatered. The roots are all the way at the bottom, but it's not root bound. So I will probably keep this in here for a while. And so this particular plant, they call them rare plants, but I really wouldn't consider them rare. It's just they are more of an exotic plant that, you know, they sell out when they get them. And so normally when I get a chance, when these rare plants come out, I found out after the fact, and the pickings is slim. So that's what happened with my pink princess, because by the time I finally found out about them, they didn't have a lot. And Kroger and Wegman and sometimes Publix, they normally have, once you see them in one store, they're always typically in another. So I'm pretty sure Wegmans probably have them as well, because Wegmans and Kroger's had the pink princesses at the same time. But anyway, isn't she gorgeous? Look at all this white. Oh, look at all this white variegation. Look at that. And so I was pleased with this one. I'm happy. Like, even look at the stem. It has variegations in the stem. I am so in love. So this is Isis. This is going to be her name. Now this does require bright indirect light. So now that I'm like done stuff, I got to figure out where she gonna go. Because she needs to be over in this area somewhere. And I almost feel like if I can, like, but I have to also keep in mind that I'm going to need space for this when this gets bigger. Like, once I'm ready to put this in a pot. But hopefully by that time, maybe some things would have changed. Either we're moving somewhere else that has better light and I can start putting stuff in the living room, because I would love to have plants in my living room, but the lighting just sucks in the summertime. The wintertime, perfection, because there's no leaves on the trees. The sun is coming straight through. But this space, as you can see, even though I have trees, that sun be sunning right through that crack. So they get a lot going on. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out where she's gonna go. But right now she's gonna go in isolation. I will, because I don't like to bring any new plants in the community until she has been, and I only have like a couple of heat plants, but until it's been sprayed with neem oil. And again, this helps with rust, plant mildew, white flies, and spider mites, and other insects or pests. Now, what I'm thinking is on my leaves here, I think they have mildew. That's why they have like the buildup on these. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just cut these two off. I'm just going to have to just go ahead and prune her, you know, because that's what Jesus would do. You know, you got to prune what's not producing fruit. And you have to, hold on, what is this? Oh, my little pen top. You have to prune what's not producing so that the rest of the plant can continue to thrive. And that's a message right there within itself. Like, this is taking up for me, not filming all day today. But that is so true in so many cases. Even like with what I'm going through, I have to figure out how to weed and cut out what is keeping me in this funk. For me, just for me, because I know everybody say it takes time. For me, it's time for me to start to heal from what happened and to figure out how I can manage. Counseling is not off the table, but that's also something, just like with any other appointment, I have to figure out how to make time. I feel like I have so many being pulled in so many directions. I really need to sit and really make a list of all the things that I really need to be focused on, outside of my faith and my family, of course. That's always priority, but so many other things, because I'm trying to, get myself set up for next year when I turn 50, like what's doing hair and being in the beauty industry going to look like for me for my next decade. Because once I hit 50, I got 10 years before I hit 60. And I'm not trying to be working as hard behind the chair in 10 years. That's a non-negotiable for me. So I have to be making all of the plans that is necessary. And in order to do that, I have to prune some things that aren't producing, pull out some weeds that's kind of choking out the growth of what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Because sometimes those weeds will get you so tangled up, you don't know which way to move, so I have to get in my pruning and weed picking season, and for me, anytime certain emotions hit, God speaks to me to tell me exactly what my next move is. And what happened last week, it had me so unsettled. And it also, like, my husband was like, if something would have happened, because of my sacrifice trying to make sure everybody else was good, what about him and little man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to make moves to think about my family. Yes, I love my parents. Yes, I love my nephews. Yes, I love my sisters. But my husband and my children, outside of God, of course, and I shouldn't have to put that disclaimer, they are my most important priority. So whatever I do going forward, I have to think about what type of legacy and what type of contributing, what help I'm being able to provide for my family when I hit 60. Because when I hit 60, the goal is to not work this hard. I love working. I love doing hair, but I don't want to behind the chair to be my primary source of income in 10 years. That's the goal. So anyway, that's why I love being a plant mom, because it reminds me of God's great works. It reminds me of God's grace and mercy. It reminds me that it's okay to remove the things that aren't producing in your life, and you can't feel bad about it. Like, I'm sitting here trying to hold on to these leaves that are not going to produce anything. Like, the only stem that has produced leaves is this one right here. And these are the two healthiest leaves, like the newest leaves. I'm holding on to leaves because it has fenestrations. But what are the fenestrations going to do for the growth of this plant? So that's what I have to also look at my life. What is that doing for me? It's not allowing me to grow, because I keep trying to nurture the same thing that's not producing. So it's time to cut that and focus on that area that is producing, and maybe one small, but it's doing more than that thing that you've had for over 10 plus years. So that's the message for today. And when I made the face, I saw this leaf on the ground. And this could have been either already torn or from transport, because I did have it sitting on the floor, but everywhere else looks good. It doesn't look like it has any other damage. Like I said, it didn't look like it had root rot. I pulled out most of all of the dead leaves while I was in there. But this one also was the one that was, the soil wasn't as wet. So when you're buying plants and stuff, I mean, they are an investment regardless of how much you spend. on them, and you want to make sure that you get the ones that are healthiest. Not unless you have the time to rehab a plant. I know people that buy or foster damaged or dying plants to bring them back to life. But yeah, so this one is, the soil is moist, it's just perfect. It doesn't need anything else. I probably will water this when I water my plants on. See? And that's why too, when I'm getting these larger these plants like this, I'm trying to get ones that have the most leaves, because I'm sure I'm going to lose leaves in the process of just checking things out. And I'm just getting, and like this have like little cobwebs, so that's another reason why I want to spray and keep it away from my other plants, just in case there's spider mites. I don't see anything on the actual leaf that would indicate that it's spider mites. The only leaf that looks like it could have potential issues is this one, because on the other underneath it's yellow as well. But I wanted to sacrifice that one if I have to, because the rest of them are doing good. So I'm gonna go ahead and go because I need to go ahead and finish organizing. Getting rid of all of this mail that's just been sitting, fold my clothes. So I'm gonna give myself, dang, it's already 8 o'clock. I'm gonna give myself like about 30 minutes and see where I'm at, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start with dinner. But I will be back. This will probably be a whole weekly vlog, not just to spend a few days with me, because I really don't have much going on. But I do want to share, because I have some things that I do have coming in the mail that I want to share with y'all. I have some new vitamins that I'm so excited about trying. I just ordered this perfume that Minna off of YouTube, she's on Instagram as well, that she was raving about. And like her style to me is like chef's kiss. It's impeccable. So, and she just seems like she's real all the time. Like what she's giving you, I feel like it's not just for the social of the medias or the enters of the net. I feel like it's her real authentic self. So I was like, you know what? She said it's fire. And I'm trying to find like a signature smell for me that I, when I wear, you're like, oh, that must be Keisha coming. Hey, loves, and happy Wednesday. I am on the way to work, which is my well, I ain't gonna say, because Tuesdays are on my schedule, but it's for select services and then based on my availability. But anyway, so headed to work. As you can see, I got my curly unit on because I need to wash my bob unit. Because listen, when the bobs aren't when my units are body yada-yadaing, I know it's time for them to be washed. And it was not body yada-yada at all. So I got it in my bag, and I got like a couple of hours, like 2-hour break in between my first 2 morning clients. Today is a normal Wednesday, not overly booked. Last Wednesday I was really booked and busy, which I am grateful for. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to wash and treat my hair and my scalp. I knew this car wanted to get in front of me. And then I'm going to wash my wig. I'm gonna wash this one as well. I might not wash it today. I'll probably maybe wash it tomorrow. But I try to wash them all together if possible. But my Asteria wigs, I don't know. I don't want to rock with them no more. Now my long ones are from Asteria. I do still like. But the other 3, I don't know. I'm gonna see. The one that is the shortest bob, I'll probably keep that one. But none of them are for sale worthy in my opinion, because I've made alterations, plus my head is so small, not everybody's gonna fit the cap. But anyway, so I already made my coffee. I already made my latte for the day that I normally drink on the way to work. But I've been wanting to try this Alani coffee. It's a protein coffee, and a couple of my favorite YouTubers have been posting about these. And now I've only seen these in energy drinks before, so I'll be interested to see how these taste and whether or not it's going to give me energy. Yes, I'm going to still drink my coffee because today I need all the energy I can get. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and drink this. Oh Lord, I got to pull. It is secure. They have secured the bag, so at least you know nobody is fooling with it. Let me drive. But yeah, so we're going to taste this together. And it has a lid on it, so I'm going to just taste a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator when I get to work, because I want to drink the latte that I made, because that one has ice in it. But I have shaken it up. Let's shake it up just one more good time. Smells like a protein drink. Let's see. It's too watery. Like for me, if it's a coffee drink, even if it's got protein, I'm looking for it to have a little texture, a little, not like a little thickness. Like coffee and lattes got like a different consistency with their liquid. And yeah, I don't like it. I mean, it's not horrible, but I don't like it. But I love this. So I made me a caramel iced latte. And which caramel lattes and vanilla lattes are pretty much kind of like my jam. So I'm headed to work. I am going to actually go to Total Wine today. Because I have a coupon that I want to use, and I'm kind of mad. I don't know if I had the coupon last time. Like, I be letting my coupons expire, because I spend typically at least, depending on if I'm buying, what I'm buying, but typically I end up always getting 4 to 6 bottles, and I normally spend anywhere from $30 to $70, and $70 is just if I'm getting, when I'm getting a bottle of wine that is $15 or up. But I do get a lot of discounts because I have the app. The Total Wine has an app where you can activate certain coupons. So like if you get certain Wine Direct wines that are certain varietals, or if you mix and match 6, you get a certain discount. And then they always give you like a $10 off 50 coupon, and I always let that joint expire. So I am going to use that today because I want to go ahead and just get 3 bottles of Cabernet Sauvignon. And for real, it's only one Pinot Noir that I really like, and that is the Calavera. And I'm okay with that. So I might get 2 more bottles. That way I have 4 of those, and then I'll have a total of 4. Because I want to keep my wine rack I want to keep my wine racks stocked up, so that when I'm down a bottle or 2 bottles, I'll just go replenish it. And what I see a lot of people do as well, so they won't have an empty looking shelf, because a lot of it is more so aesthetic for me. Like, I don't want to have empty spaces. So what I might do is, for the bottles that have twist tops, I'll just save those and use them. That's what I'm going to do. That way I won't be like, because I think in my subconscious, the reason why I keep buying them because I don't want to have empty spaces. So that's what I'm going to do, because I saw somebody else do it and I forgot all about it until it was brought to my remembrance. And it's an awkward saying God brought it to my remembrance and I'm talking about why. Nope, because what I'm not is going to act like I don't know the word. It's okay for me to drink wine. You know, and let me stay in that lane, but let me go back to what I was saying. So what I'm going to do is save my empties that have twist tops and then just put them in the empty spaces that may need to be refilled at some point in time. But I want to say this because, and you know, let's be clear, a lot of people do use scriptures to give them permission to operate outside of God's order. A lot of people use scripture to manipulate people. But the one thing about me, I read the scripture, I gain understanding for myself. I read it for what God is telling me. And I don't use the word to justify anything that I do. But I feel like as Christians that lives a full and abundant life, and they do things that religious people or worldly people think that Christians shouldn't do, I feel like a lot of us as Christians, we over-explain ourselves. Kind of like this is an extreme comparison, but kind of like a girlfriend or a spouse or significant other that's getting abused. You know, they get hit by their spouse and they want to justify, well, I did aggravate and I did, you know, and I feel like that's how we do as Christians. We got to justify why we do what we do. But on the other hand, too, it is our responsibility as Christians to be the light, the salt of the earth, to lead by example, and to make the word relatable to those that are lost and broken or that are separated from Christ. And so I always find myself, when I talk about wine, I always, you know, want to talk about justify. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I want y'all to gain understanding, like, know the word for yourself. Do not allow anybody to tell you what you can and cannot do. Even if you are saved and you are doing things that are outside of God's design, God's order for your life, repent, ask for forgiveness, and try to do better. Because that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to seek his forgiveness, but he also wants us to try to be better. He knows that we will never be perfect because there's not anybody perfect walking this earth. That one perfect person came so he could live, die, and be resurrected for our sins. So I want to be very clear that, and I'm going to try to remember to leave the scripture, but I believe in my spirit that the reason why a lot of religious people, and I switch between religious and Christians, because most religious people read the word, teach the word, but don't live the word. You know, they want to tell you what you can and cannot do, like the Sadducees and the I can't even say their name, but don't come up here, truck. Like the Sadducees and the Pharisees. You know, they didn't live by the word. They didn't live by the law. They didn't even believe Jesus was the Messiah. Isaiah said in his word that the one is coming and the prophecy will be fulfilled. Y'all are teachers of the word and y'all know what the word said. Y'all still didn't believe Jesus was who he said he was? Come on. So anyway, I saw what I just said is that you gotta really get into your word. especially before you try to place judgment on people, especially on Christians, believers of Christ, because I believe, again, in my spirit, that the reason why most religious people tell you don't drink because it's a sin, it's because if you drank too much, it could cause you to sin. You got to catch that. It's in the word. Don't drink to be drunk, because it causes you to do things that are outside of God's design. So because a lot of people don't have no self-control or willpower, and because they choose not to do it, they want to put that on other people. See, the thing of it is, you have to be able to have the power and authority over your mind, your body, and your spirit. And all of us fall short in that in some capacity. Like, I'm sinning because I'm falling short on taking care of my body, the temple that God gave me to have while I'm on this earth, to be a representation. That's why I try hard as I can to do better. And that's what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, sin is anything that separates you from God. So anything that you do that pulls you away from God's word for your life, pulls you away from your calling, that's a sin. No sin is bigger than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to, at the end of the day, taking somebody's life is horrible. But that sin is no greater or no less greater than someone that lies, cheats, and steals. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I say all that to say is that read the word for yourself. You know, what I do in my life, I give God all the glory, all the honor, and the praise. And when I do something and I feel like, or I recognize that it's drawing me away from God, I nip it in the bud. Or I pray to God to give me the strength to get myself, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. And like, for real, YouTube has kind of, at one point, that's why I had to take a sabbatical, because me doing my YouTube videos, not the actual recording, but the editing and all that stuff, it was taken away from my time with God. It was separating me from him, because I would put so much energy into all of my extra time, making sure I can get in editing, do this, and make sure I post. And when the reels, like, I'm kind of glad. And I mean, in the beginning, when I was doing the reels, I wasn't getting paid, but I was doing them because I loved them. But then when I was getting paid for them, I really, really wanted to do them. But I'm kind of glad that they stopped paying, at least for me, because what it did was to remind you that, you know, God is my source. He's going to always provide, even though you're not getting paid off of these reels no more. If you stay connected to me and stay at my feet and stay in your word and don't idolize anything else, I'm going to always provide for you. Whether the algorithm isn't algorithming, I'm going to God rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So, know the word for yourself. What I do does not, you know what I'm saying, me drinking wine does not separate me. I don't even drink wine to get drunk. So that already exempts me, because it doesn't cause me to do anything outside of God's design. But, you know, for me, like, if I do get tipsy, I'm at home with my husband. So if I want to do husband and wife things in my house, in my marriage bed, God glorifies that, because I am with my husband, okay? I'm not out here thotting, sexting, texting somebody, you know what I'm saying, to see can they come through or can I come through. I just be like, hey, boo. Y'all know that roll on to say. You know what I'm saying? So when your life is in order and you're doing things according to God's design, he wants you to have a life and have it more abundantly. But he doesn't want you to idolize the things or the people. He doesn't want you to allow it to cause you to sin. He does not want you to do anything that's going to keep you further away from him. Because the more and more you do the things that keep you separated, it causes you to sin. Point blank, period. So, you know, if you are an alcoholic, then you got to get control of that. You know what I'm saying? Because alcoholism causes you to sin, because you rely on the alcoholic to keep you or to go through it. So you are idolizing the alcohol. You are making the alcohol your God. You're not trusting that God can get you through. So you like, oh, I need a drink. Oh, my day is hard. Next thing you know, you like trash to the floor, hungover. Overindulging in food. Oh, I had a bad day. You start binge eating. Your food becomes your idol. You forget that God can supply all your needs. You forget that God can deliver you from all that stuff. So, you know, you got to get delivered from the things that have a stronghold over you, and delivered from the things that causes you to sin. And if it's something that you enjoy, ask God to teach you to, and there are parameters to things too, people. Don't take what I'm saying out of context and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get me some fentanyl and I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, let's be realistic. Like, I don't want anybody to ever take God's word and use it for their benefit as well. Because again, that goes back to what I was saying. Like, know the word, understand the word, apply the word, but don't read the word to manipulate it to make it work for something that you should not be doing, period. It's a little cloudy. So I'm like a couple minutes from the salon. I'm hoping some of my orders come early. I had to put in some work orders. Okay. My vitamins. Good when I get off from work, because I should be off by like 6 today. So I'm going to go to I got to go back to Walmart and do a return, because I had to get some drip pans for my oven, because them things get dirty and burnt out so fast. And they're not that expensive, so I just replace them myself. I mean, the rental office may replace them, but they be so shady sometimes. But I gotta return that, and then I need to get me some mini peppers because I ran out of those. I need to get some waters because we don't have any more waters. I just drank the last 2 waters. I have to stash my waters because I'm the only one in the house that only drank water. Everybody else drank juice and milk and sodas and water. So I be like, y'all ain't gonna leave me thirsty. Y'all ain't gonna leave me thirsty. So yeah, so I gotta go get some waters. So hopefully all of my packages that are going to the post office today will be at the post office today. But I'm really hype about my vitamins. Oh yes! Okay, that's 2 orders at the post office. Okay, so my other 2 items that are coming, well, I got 3, but 2 that are actually shipped. Well, it's been received by the post office. I'm just waiting for Lord, why are these people driving like it's rush hour? That's the one thing about when summer break comes and kids get out of school, you would think that the traffic would be better, but it'd be like worse. But anyway. Okay, all my stuff is coming today. Yes, so when I get home, we gonna do a mini haul, and then I will probably end the vlog. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So I will see y'all when I get off. Hey loves. Oh wow. So I'm just getting off from work. It is now 6:16. I need to go to Walmart either way. I'll probably go to the one closest to me. That way I can try to catch customer service, because I don't know if customer service has a turn-off time. But the only thing I really need to get from Walmart is the... But you know what? I don't even need to get them, because I was going to go back and get those mini peppers, but I don't really need them right now. But I do want to return these trays so I can get my money back. So as you can see, I still got my curly wig on, because I ended up, I called my bonus dad because his birthday is today, and he was like, you gonna do your mama hair? I was like, well, she didn't say she want her hair done, because normally when she does get her hair done, I do it on a day if possible when she's at her job. She has a job that she works like once or twice a month. Anyway, so I was like, well, she didn't mention. I said if she did, I might have forgot. I was like, you know, I got all this stuff on my brain. Well, let me turn this radio down just in case. So I called her at work. I was like, Mom, you want your hair done for your birthday? Because her birthday and their anniversary is Sunday, which is also Father's Day. So she was like, I mean, I said, do you want your hair done? Like, if I'm calling you, ask you, do you want your hair done? You better say yes. So she was like, yeah. So I did her hair, and my mom is, after her hair came back from losing it from chemo, she just loves it short now. So we keep it short and blonde. So I kind of iced her out. I should have took pictures. I made it a little bit lighter than I normally do, so it took me a little bit longer. I want to tell you, I had to double process the lightener, so I lightened it, because if y'all know anything about blonde, platinum blondes, when you're doing a retouch on short hair, it be hard, because then the ends always gets over processed. So the ends were pretty. The ends was like ice white, but that won't how she wanted anyway, because that would have been too close to gray. But anyway, so I took the time that I was going to delegate for myself to do my hair, in which all I do right now, since I've been wearing my units, is just wash it, condition it, and then put my clevators all on my scalp. And I really wanted to do a blue light therapy, because the first and only time I did the blue light therapy, I really could tell a difference with my scalp. So I might have time tomorrow, because all I need, because I don't even dry my hair anymore. I try not to put any heat in it right now, because I don't know if I want to, you know, whatever I decide to do, I don't know if I want to just wear my natural curls, because the curls are coming in real nice. So normally I'll just slick it back in a ponytail, and I do want to go. I don't need to. Let me just do what I do, because I want to go to Total Wine. Even though I don't need to go to Total Wine, but I want to go to Total Wine. Because I'm off early for Wednesday, and I'm not in a rush to go home, because that means I gotta cook, and I don't feel like cooking. Like, I'm over cooking. I'm over being domesticated, at least for a while. Like, I need a sabbatical from being domestic. But anyway, I'm just go over here to Total Wine and see what they got. And I mean, they don't got no tasting, because it's not a weekday. I mean, it's not a Friday or Saturday. But yeah, so I might hold off. Like, I really don't want to go to Walmart. I really don't want to go to Walmart. I'm gonna wait to go to Walmart. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I don't know. I'll go one day, but I don't want to go right now. I'm gonna go to Total Wine, pick a couple of bottles of Pinot and Cab, use this coupon, and then I'm gonna go to Food Line, because I need waters, and I gotta go to the post office so I can get my packages so I can share with y'all. But anyway, I know I'm all over the place. Like, I really thought about not even vlogging. Like, well, not vlogging, but everything that I have recorded, I've been like, I'm just not gonna post it. But I'm just like, you know, at the end of the day, life be lifing, like real lifing. And I might just, this is my therapy for right now. This is my therapy for right now. So I should have bought my tripod so I could record. I don't got my little satchel bag, so I can't even put my stuff in my pocket. Well, I can put my stuff in my pockets, but oh, they're putting a Chase ATM right there. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna take next week off from vlogging. If I record anything, it'll just be a Toomey haul, but I don't think I'm gonna vlog just because I feel like I'm just been being real random with my vlog. So let's go into Total Wine. Hey loves, so I am home. Slightly disappointed. My package that I had delivered from Amazon, since it was delivered via USPS and they're too lazy to come up a couple of flights of stairs, they dropped it off at the rental office, so I have to pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up in the morning before I go to work because I do not want the whole week to go by, the rest of the week to go by and I don't have it, because by the time I get off from the shop, they are closed. But I do want to share with you guys, what I do have this far. And I also want to show you a new wine that I just picked up from Trader Joe's. Not Trader Joe's, Total Wine. And I did, as you can see, I got a couple of extra, and I realized that, so I'll just show you everything that I got from Total Wine. They were all reds. And I realized that I just got, this is the second bottle that I got of this, but it's all gravy. So let's go through the wines first. So I got this Cabernet Merlot blend. It's by Fossick, in which I never go to Total Wine on Wednesday, but I wanted to go just to, because it's not that crowded, just to get in and get out. But I'm glad I went, because the guy that is normally there on Fridays and Saturdays doing tasting, he now only works, I think he said Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I like when I can get one-on-one time with him, because he'll really give me his good recommendations. And he's always so extra with his recommendations. But however, normally he has not missed any time I have gotten anything. So he told me to try this because I was trying to just stock up on my cabs and my Pinots, and he told me to get this. It's the vintage on this is 2020. If you don't know what a vintage is, that's just the year that the grape was harvested and used to produce this bottle of wine. And I'm not a huge Merlot fan. It's only been one Merlot that I've liked and I would get, and it's I forgot the name of it, but it's got the little pick fork on it. And I first tried it at PF Chang's. But anyway, but this, it says that it is 85% Cab Sauv and 15% Merlot. It's an Austrian, so the name is an Australian term, which means, and I'm talking about Fossick. It's an Australian term that means find and seek out. That's amazing because I love to experience the wine to see what it tastes like, how it makes me feel, makes me think about what the winemaker may have been thinking when they created this wine. So that's super fun. I was trying to see if it had the notes on here. So this blend has a notes of red berry fruit, soft tannins, and it has a medium to long finish. And this has an ABV or ALC of 14%, basically the alcohol volume. The other one that I got that he recommended, and I had realized that I already had it because he recommended this to my client and she told me how good it was. I just have never drank it yet because I be in my moods. It's either white or it's red or it's Prosecco. It's no in between. And as you can see, I got that one over there. So I'm feeling like a real wine connoisseur, okay? But yeah, so this is Brassandi's. It is a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a 2021 vintage. And this, and most of your like Merlots, Cabs, Pinots, you're gonna get at least a 14% ABV alcohol level. And this one probably is about the same. Yep, this is a 14%. But this one, it is made in Chile. So this is a Chilean winemaker. And it says that the notes on the nose, when you smell it, you get ripe cherry notes, and then on the taste you get black pepper and cocoa, and you get some fine tannins. So that means it has a little bit of acidity, but I love a good cab, so I'm cool with that. So I actually have 2 of those, in which it's all good with me. And then I just got me another bottle of the Calavera. This is my favorite Pinot Noir. I used to be hooked on Meiomi, which I do still love Meiomi, but I would only get Meiomi if I go somewhere and I can't find the Calavera, in which the Calavera is normally only in like Total Wines or like, you know, true wine wine stores. I'm trying to adjust my camera. Wine stores. So more than likely, like if I went somewhere, I would just have to get the Meiomi, because you can get the Meiomi in like Target, most supermarkets. And if you are looking to have a red wine, but you don't want the acidity and the full bodiness of it, and you want a little bit of sweetness, and you still want to tell everybody, yeah, I drank Pinot Noir and I drank Cabernet Sauvignon, because you know some people just, you know, want to say I drank it. Meiomi is chef's kiss for those that like a sweeter or semi-sweet. I think it's a good transition for people that drink sweet red wines. will drink sweet wines. It's a good transition to start introducing you to other varietals, because the thing of it is, and I say this, well, I used to say this in my Wine Down Wednesday videos, is that don't discount a certain varietal because in your mind you're thinking that it's dry or what have you. Different winemakers, and based on the climates and the notes and how much acidity and tannins and stuff that they add into the wine, can change the flavor. Like I've had Pinot Noirs that were like super bold, super acidic, and it was just too peppery or spicy. But then I get ones like this that have a nice smooth, somewhat semi-sweet but not too sweet kind of vibe to it. So that's why I always tell people, go to these places that are doing free tastings, go to wine events, you know, especially if you wanted to try different things without having to buy the bottles. One of the other things that I said, you know, bring a bottle, leave a bottle, or just do like a sip party with your friends, invite some people over, so at least you can be like, let's try this together, so it won't be a complete waste. Because you know, if you get it and it's just you, then you end up having to trash it. And who wants to trash wine? You know, I try not to be that girl that dumps her wine. When I go to tastings and wine events, I try not to be that one that dumps, but it has to be horrible or intolerable for me to dump a wine. But this is my favorite Pinot Noir right here. All right, so since it is Wine Down Wednesday and I have not had this varietal in utting, like I haven't had it in a minute. Like it's probably few and far between how frequently I've had a Syrah varietal, and it is a red wine. And Mark from Total Wine, he just is like, chef's kiss, is good, tried, let me know when you come back what you think. So this is by Noble Reeves. It is a 2020 Syrah. And this, let me see. Okay, what did it say? 21 wines rated 90 since 2010. So this got some little accolades and stuff like that on here. But this Syrah, it is a red wine. It's probably like 14%. Let me see. Oh, it's low. This is 12.5%. So this probably isn't going to be as bold. Typically in my tastings of wine, most wines that reds that are under 13.5 are normally more medium to, or either light to medium, but more so on the medium side. But it does say that this has aromas. So when you're reading the wine notes on your wine bottles, if they have the notes, you have to be mindful. Like if you read certain fruits, you need to read actually what it says, because if it's saying aromas, it doesn't necessarily mean to taste. So it's going to be like aromas, how it smells on the nose. So when you are drinking wine, the wine enthusiast way, what you want to do first is like swirl the wine so you can open up all of the flavors, all of the notes, and all of the aromas. You want to give it a good swirl, and then you take it to the nose. And so in your swirling, if you are more advanced, you want to see. So normally it's swirled, then you see, you'll, lean it over to see the meniscus or the ring around the wine. So if you're trying to, do the whole wine bougie thing like I do, and like trying to figure out if this is a young grape or if it's an old grape, because the vintage does not mean that's the age of the grape. That's just the year that it was harvested to make the wine. So, if you back in the day, the two myths was if it's a young or if it's a early year, it's not good. And if it's a twist top, it's not good. Let's debunk all of that. There's nothing wrong with twist top. Twist tops are just more cost efficient. And it makes it easy storage for you. You don't have to worry about finding no corkscrews or nothing. Hold on real quick. Okay, I'm back. That was my bonus dad calling back because it's his birthday and my husband was trying to call him, but he went home, so I told him to let me know, but he called back anyway. But anyway, so you open it up by swirling. You want to tilt it so you can see, the color, the clarity, and all of that stuff. Then you put it to your nose because you want to be able to smell, to see what it smells like on the nose. So that's the aroma part, what you're taking in, what it smells. So when you read, when it says aromas of raspberry, doesn't mean that it is going to necessarily taste like raspberry, or you're going to necessarily get raspberry on the first sip. You might get it at the back of the palate, which your palate is your tongue. Okay, so I'm back. Storage is full. Had to delete some stuff. But anyway, we're back. So I was talking about the wines and all that stuff. Let's just get into the rest of it. Because at the end of the day, if you want to get more information about how I dissect my wines, go check out my Wine Down Wednesday playlist. I really feel like I'm getting back to a place where I want to start doing them again. But you got to keep following this channel. And while I'm talking about that, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell, because listen, we are in the third quarter of the year, halfway through the year. And as my girl Sarah Jake said on that mental health ministry marriage video that she was on, when it's up, it's stuck. But anyway, so this is the wine that I'm going to try tonight. We're going to have pizza, so this will be a good wine to drink with pizza. Did I ever say where it was from? So this is actually imported. So this was the grapes, which are the Syrah grapes. They were grown in Northern Rhone Valley. Not sure where that is at, but it was imported to Stamford, Connecticut. So it sounds like, okay, so this is a product of France. So it sounds like they produced it and then sent it to Connecticut to then be distributed. But nevertheless, I am going to open this up and try this tonight. And I'll give y'all a little review. And I'm probably in this week's vlog with my review of that wine. I am a little bit rusty. So that's why I've been trying to like prep myself so I can you know, start doing my wine reviews, because like my nose is off, my palate is off. I don't know what I'm tasting. So this first package, I want to carefully open it because I want to do an unboxing on social media. But these are my vitamins, and they are Black Girl vitamins. Now, I don't know if you can be another ethnicity to take Black Girl vitamins. Would that be racist if you can only take them if you're Black? Is it racist if you only take this? You know what? You in them headphones.
Bro, please.
Bro, please. I'm in the middle of filming.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to, okay, let's see if we can open these and show these to you guys. Okay, I can open them and show y'all without messing up my unboxing. They already know you right here. You love some glasses. I ain't fooling with them, huh? Just use mine.
Please, no. These. Please. And
I just
vitamins
ordered.
might be racist.
Huh?
The vitamins might be racist.
I might be racist.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can buy them individually, but I decided to buy the trio. So I have the D3 vitamins, and I got the sugar-free. I saw my friend Crystal on Instagram. She had posted them, and she's like big into health and things like that. So I asked her how she liked them, and she said she liked them a lot. So you get 16 gummies, and I love the fact that they're gummies. That way I can just take them and not have to worry about my stomach getting upset, because every time I take hard pills, it doesn't matter what kind, I always get nauseous. So you get 60 gummies, and it says serving of 30. So you take 2 of these per day. And these are sugar free. So if you're diabetic or something like that where you can't have sugar, that is a great. So the D3 is definitely good, especially for your hair. Then the next one is the hair, skin. Your earphones are playing.
Oh, yeah.
Then the next one I got is the hair, skin, and nails one. Because again, your girl is trying to get that hair back in the right places. Like I wish it didn't come on my chin. But you get 60 of these, and you take 2 of these per day. So basically you're getting a 30-day supply, and you can sign up for a subscription. And then I got the multivitamin because I have been out. So I was so excited that they came today. And this has orange, cherry, and strawberry flavors. And this one is also 2 per day. And the hair, nail, and skin one is a passion fruit flavor. And the D3 is a lemon flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what, should I take it right now? No, I'm gonna do it on my reel. And this shirt is one of my Temu shirts. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And so if I can get a code, I will share a code. If not, once you go in there and log in, it's going to ask you to put in their email address, and I think you can get like 15% off, but I'm not sure if you can use that for everything. And then I got my monthly subscription of my Spoiled Child collagen. So my healthy regimen with my supplements and things are complete, and I need to remember, because I threw it away last time. So they give you a bag where you can return or recycle the bottle, and I threw it away last time, and I happened to look in the box. I'm like, what is this extra little box that's in there? So yeah, let me see if they have it in here. See, I feel like they just put them in select ones, because it's not in this one. Anyway, so I got, they always give you like a free gift. So they gave me a headband. It's a spa headband. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, this is really nice. Only thing is white. So with my makeup and with my lace front. But this is really nice. If you go to wash your face, this will protect your edges. So that's cool, and it has the Spoiled Child logo on there. And then I've showed it to you before, but just in case you're new to the channel and you haven't seen me do the unboxing of this. So it comes in mango and pineapple. Right now I have pineapple. I'm trying to figure out how can I switch my subscription to mango, because I like both, but I like the mango better. But this is pineapple. I gotta put that card back in there. And so the recommended dose is 1 tablespoon per day. And the serving is typically about 30 days. And so I think I might alter my subscription, because I like to have my vitamins and stuff to get here at least a week before I'm done. And I'm like right on my last dose of this. And it does tell you must use daily and do 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. And this helps for a lot of things. It supports it's extra strength liquid collagen, first of all. And it is a support of your skin, hair, nail, joints, and your gut health. So it's supposed to help for bloating and all those things. It has type 1 and 3 collagen, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, 5 grams of collagen per serving. And again, this is pineapple. And once you open it, you do want to refrigerate it. You don't want to leave it out. So that's everything that I got today. I probably won't film tomorrow. I probably just my package from Amazon. I'm going to use it this weekend, but I'll share it with you guys on my next vlog. And I think I'm feeling like next week will be my last vlog for the month of June. I want to take the last week of June off so I can focus on a couple of things that I need to focus on. So let me go clean this space off. Isis, I brought her back in the house. I sprayed her down. Let me show y'all where she's at. Hold on. So there's Isis. I just have her sitting over there for now because she will get good sunlight still. It's indirect, but it's still bright because it gets fairly bright in here. And so keeping her over there is not ideal. If I can figure out my shelving situation, I could possibly put her on the shelf or either move something that's behind me over here on the shelf so she can be over here. Oh, one of my leaves are yellow. But anyway, so not on that plant, on my spider plant propagation. But anyway, so yeah, so that's it for this week's vlog. I'm going to come back to officially close so I can let y'all know how this Syrah tastes. Plus, it's been a minute since I've had the Syrah, so definitely want to try that out. Again, loving Temu. Got 3 orders that's coming. 2 of them will be here next week. So if I don't film a vlog, I will definitely film a Temu haul because I ordered some good stuff. Prayerfully it fits. I think I ordered a couple of dresses, some workout pants, a couple of dupes. Order more stuff for my salon inventory. Yeah, so that's that. I'm feeling all right, love. So I wanted to come and say good night and show y'all. Look, we have a t-shirt designer. Little man is designing his own t-shirts. Isn't that so cute? Takes after his bonus mom. So creative. But anyway, I wanted to come over here real quick and tell you about this wine. Okay, very light body to me. It is not sweet, it's not dry, so I would definitely recommend this if you're interested. He's trying not to get in the camera, but and the lighting is bad because I'm in the living room and it's lights out time for him. But anyway, I just want to come on. So it's really good, nice light body wine, good for like a spicy dish. It was definitely good with the pizza. I had pepperoni pizza, and you know, pepperoni got a little spice to it. I got something in my cup. You know, them corks and stuff. So anyway, so I'm getting ready to go to bed. Like I said, the lighting is trash, but I wanted to end the vlog here. If you enjoyed this week's video, you already know what to do. Give it a big old thumbs up, click that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my videos. Until next time, loves. Peace.